Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Travis and I live in Louisville, Kentucky, Zone 7. And I garden here as well. And it's a nice cloudy evening and I just wanted to take a garden walk and thought you guys might want to come along with me to look at all of the things that are blooming here at the end of July. I think things are looking pretty good for the most part. My hyacinth bean vine here is finally growing across this trellis or arbor. This lollipop verbena is still looking nice. I like it paired with the coral zinnia there in the back. I like it because not only is it beautiful, but it is also airy and you can see other things through it. So I'm definitely going to try to find some more of that. That's kind of hard to find in my area. Now these are Venere's giant coral zinnia, and these were transplanted in like 90-degree weather last week or a couple weeks ago from the cut garden to this bed here, and they are still looking pretty good despite how hot it was and all of that. See, that's what I'm talking about, the verbena there. I really like it. So this butterfly bush is a grape punch, I believe. Grape punch butterfly bush. I don't know if you guys can see the hummingbird. But there was a hummingbird that I just missed. But speaking of hummingbirds, we've had tons of butterflies here in the garden this week. So that makes me really happy. But again, I'm loving this purple and coral together. It seems to be the color. If I was to pick a color combo for 2023, this would be it. I did the same color combo for my mom in her planters on her front porch. So I really like that coral and purple. Bananas and cream daisy there. And I am using my gimbal today. So hopefully it doesn't mess up. If this video goes all crazy and sideways, everything's fine. It's just the gimbal went crazy. I'm liking the layering that this berm, I'm going to call it, this berm has. Also like the dimension and the low light, if you will, with the burgundy foliage. I'm sorry for the background noise. Neighbors are getting their grass mowed. But I love doing garden tours when it's cloudy like this, because I feel you can see more of the color. You can see I've got my soaker hose on. So I've got that wound around my annuals. But I'm really happy with how this front landscape is finally filling in and probably looking its best it has this season. This is the 4th and 5th season for most of this stuff out here. And again, I'm really loving the layers. Now some of you, or some people might think this is too much, it's too wild and crazy, but I like it. And I've got my barberry shrubs there for that low light. I'm thinking I'm gonna look for another, can't think of the name, spirea. This shrub to go right here. But look at the dwarf. This is one of my favorite, would you call it a shrub? One of my favorite bushes here is the Puckster blue butterfly bush. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if the camera is picking up how vivid this purple is. And I've got a white one right there. Marigolds are getting a lot more blooms on them. I guess everything was just waiting on the heat, and the heat has arrived. There's this other Puckster blue butterfly bush. Lots of blooms on it this year. Alright friends, so that is a look at the front landscape. Here's a look at the circle garden again. This orange zinnias, like I said in the last video. Hopefully you guys aren't tired of hearing me repeat, but these orange zinnias come from the cut flower garden. I moved them over here because, again, I like that color combo of orange and blue. Alright, I'm going to move along because I don't want this video to cut off before we get to the backyard. Limelight zinnias. Limelight hydrangeas. Here is a view from front door looking on the back side of the landscape. I really wish the barberries down on that end were as big as these. Not sure what's going on with that because they were planted at the same time. Sunny knockout rose that I cannot keep the Japanese beetles off of for anything this year. Turn, trying to go slow. The crepe myrtle tree is starting to bloom. I seen on somebody's video, can't remember who it was, but they had a maroon color. The leaves were maroon, like a dark purple, and the blooms were coral. And it looked really good. I like that coral color with that dark foliage. So I'll be on the lookout for one of those for sure. Hydrangea there, I'm not sure what kind it is. Again, if you guys know what it is, don't be shy, please comment, because I have forgotten what it is. Dahlias. Thinking about cleaning this shrub up a little bit. I do believe this is a incrediball. Probably going to cut some of that back a little bit. It's looking kind of messy. Some of them are turning brown. But another color combo that I just saw that I really like is how this green looks with purple fountain grass. I don't know, I might keep them on there as long as they're green. Once they start turning brown, I'll cut them. Love this purple fountain grass this year. This is my first season using this. It's got its, what do you call these? Not sure what you call these. I guess the seed heads. I like the way those look. Is it plumes? I'm struggling with my words today, as usual. Decandra, Silver Falls. Love that. And I love it with that dark foliage. Can you see it in there? Another butterfly bush I'm letting just go wild and crazy. This year I planted 3 white roses in here, and I need to get back and try to find some more. I think I got those at Lowe's. But I think I'm gonna do 3 more there and kind of make like a triangle hedge with those. The balsam is looking pretty good. I've been taking scissors. Like, I really like this color here. And what I've been doing is I've been taking scissors and kind of cutting some of these leaves off to expose a little more of the blooms. Those are balsams. You may have noticed I cut the red flowers off of my canna lilies here. I couldn't take it any longer. They had to go. The red is kind of throwing me off a little bit, but it definitely shows off the foliage more. Beautiful, again, burgundy foliage or leaves. This trellis here I got from my neighbor. Can you believe she put this out by the road? I love it just the way it is, weathered. And I think I'm going to put it here until I get a fountain. Of course, this morning glory is taking over this canna. Morning glory all over this fence. Okay. I got out here this week and did a little bit of weeding. You might be able to see some ground in here. It's amazing how fast weeds will take over. This is an easy does it rose. See, back here is some Japanese anemone, and that will be flowering soon. It'll be a pink flower. Autumn joy sedum. I love that texture and structure. Even when it's not in full pink bloom, I just love this color here. What would you call that? A light sagey green with this darker green. Purple smoke bush. Getting tall this year. Grew pretty fast. This thing started about, I don't know, somewhere in here. It's probably its third season here. This is perilla. Not the perilla that I thought I bought, but yeah, I seeded it everywhere in this garden, and it's supposed to be a smaller, more tight, compact to the ground ground cover. That's what I thought I was getting, but as you can see, this is pretty tall. Got a hibiscus getting ready to bloom in here. This here was that hydrangea standard. I want to say it was either strawberries and cream or peaches and cream. I think strawberries and cream. But that was a standard, and then it got kind of wonky, so I turned it into just a regular shrub. Not sure if this barberry is going to make it, which is a shame because that was gorgeous this summer, or spring I should say, but it might bounce back. Really like that color against the blue of the blue spruce. I think all of my daylilies are done, but there are 3 left there. Have to show you this hibiscus in bloom. And I should know the name of this. I think it's night something. But look at all the buds on there. I had to give this some support here with this shepherd's hook. But you can see it's loaded with buds. Whew, finally got quiet for a minute. This is the ajuga path that I've been working on last summer. Got a bunch of juga from my grandma and threw it all in here, hoping it'll fill in. And then soon I'm going to get some pavers to go down through here. These limelights are surviving after all. I was a little worried about them last summer. These were also transplanted last season, but I think they're going to do all right. Just got a little bit of filling in to do. Got 3 hibiscus in here. I've got these last fall. They were on clearance, and I think they were Blushing Bride or something like that. This one bloomed this week, but it was solid white with a maroon center, and they're supposed to be pink, like a light pink. So anyway, they'll still be fine. This blue chair isn't going to stay here, but I'm thinking about, as I do the pavers through here, I might bring the pavers on over into here and sit a little bench there. A park bench. A little bit of larkspur still holding on. And this is the one that I really like. It's the purple, the dark purple. Hosta garden here. So friends, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. I just got a few more seconds on this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me hear from you in the comments. And you guys have a great weekend. Consider subscribing if you would like to do so. It is free and it would help me out. And take care, friends.